Yeah, no, that's fine. My next one is on Robbie's song, the a cappella thing over here, which I thought was absolutely beautiful, I have to say. Harmony-wise, that was great. We do need to fix the lighting because, like, George was in the dark, but some of it's just a bit weird. So I think we just need to do something with your positioning.
I just felt like a bit of a kind of just slight sway behind him. So you've got the thing where you put your hands on his shoulders and then you leave it, and then you kind of stand and stand and stand and stand and stand. So even if it's a sway, or just kind of two of you cross sides, and then maybe the other two cross sides, or just something, just to kind of.
But I think you were possibly also staying very still because of the lighting, and you were trying to just stay in the light. So if we just fix that.
But that moment is him kind of getting that courage, isn't it, to let that go and be able to move out the house. So it needs some movement. It needs that you are helping him move forwards.
And I wondered if at the end, rather than walking behind him and then only getting about 2 foot away from him because there's barely any stage left, whether you could go off the other way maybe. I'm not sure. It just was.
Does it look like I'm dying?
No. All of you lot. Because there's like no space. You were just behind where Ollie is right now, and there's no space. And you got round, and Paris was still half caught in the light from Robbie, and you were sort of, there was a bit of a shuffle thing going on to kind of move down. I'm just wondering if when you exit, instead of you go around him and down this corner, whether you could do something else, just back away from him or something. I don't know.
We followed Robbie out.
No, he was still in the light, and you guys were all you'd moved from being behind him and him there to being there.
Running on the side.
Okay, anyway. The chatter before the protest is too mumbly. People, it's diction again. It was like that, rather than people being really clear with the thing they've got to say. It doesn't matter, it's going to be great with everyone kind of shouting over each other. But just you actually couldn't pick out one single line.
Yeah, but we then decided that everyone got we had to have ad-lib as well. So we do have lines down, but the thing is, it was just so hard to find an order, and then suddenly Elliot will talk and everyone goes quiet. And
it's kind of more natural.
But even if it's natural, even if you're ad-libbing, once you ad-lib once, you ad-lib the same thing again. So
just keep
it's the same line, even if you've made it up.
Yeah, we need to keep repeating it.
Yeah, you could do them in slightly
and
different
tones. I think the
tones.
reporters need to just shout over us and gain our attention for us to listen instead of waiting for us to shut up.
Definitely,
I found the Aaron and Tommy nephew moment a bit funny, and I wondered whether you couldn't actually play that for us because you're obviously taller than him, so it's kind of like it's my nephew. and then go under him because he's taller and he kind of moves over you a bit, kind of thing.
Just makes you seem a bit more special.
Alright.
Yeah, Aaron, keep growing for tomorrow.
Should we put my heels on?
That subtle reminder.
I don't think that we can light you standing on the desk.
No. And also,
I just don't think we've got anything that is going to catch, particularly not when it's Elliot.
No,
because
could he sit on his desk?
Doing both nights, so they've split into it, and then there's not enough people to.
I was thinking if we just get rid of the desk for the second half and he just gets a chair.
Yeah, and we'll work out tomorrow exactly where to
we'll
put it. We'll just put a purple chair out or something. But what we'll do is we'll figure it out, and if we need to split you slightly to look at him or something, then we can do that. But we'll pick a light that you can be lit in and stick you there.
and it might have been where I was standing, but every time someone put the placards were completely obscuring him.
I've said that a million times.
I had that as well.
Yeah, and I didn't know whether it was an artistic decision. Or whether,
Yeah, well, it's just with his height, it'll never catch him on a desk and do the job it needs to do for the office scene.
And you need to get taller.
Yeah.
I'll give you.
My last one is for that line. Which is right at the end.
When you put, I think I'm tying in with that. lost Laura's quitting.
Yeah.
She was in complete
Yeah.
Complete
blackout, which
darkness.
is a shame.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
that-
I did.
and put your placards so that they're face up when they're on the floor, not just so we can see all the gaffer tape and the cardboard.
They put their placards all the way up.
I did.
Yeah.
Who laid that one down the wrong way? We haven't
Okay.
set that slide.
No.
No, I realised that. So I didn't really write
yeah.
anything about that. But
Okay.
what I would say is Scott and Kira, it sounded fabulous, but you have got to match each other.
He's
Yeah,
singing.
I-
You're
I-
singing the Frank Sinatra
Well,
version.
well,
I'm singing the
yeah,
Smash
I think we
version.
have
The Smash
practiced
version is
it.
the one we're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
well,
tried.
it felt. No, that's fine. That's fine. This is just a note for you to take on. So yes, it did feel like Kira was doing the version, and I knew you've done this before, Scott, with the Frank
Yeah,
Sinatra
sorry.
style. No, it's fine. But you do need to match her. You cannot ad lib or riff or go into a little, sort of trilly bit differently. You need to stick exactly together to what you're doing, and that's the same for when Paris joins in with Kira. Just briefly.
Can I just go back on that from a story point of view? Before that, Kira has a speech, which basically goes, it doesn't really matter anyway, but it didn't come across as a positive thing. It came across to me from a writing point of view as, oh, sod it, we'll all just give up then.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't take it that way.
Oh, I did.
No, I took. Oh, okay. I took it as no. Let's all unite. Doesn't matter what gender we are, what we believe, or anything like that. But what I wanted the group to then all mix because we still had all the girls together, all the boys
at the
together.
bar.
I know, that's what I meant. It was
I wanted everybody
Shush.
to then sing That's Life.
Yeah, exactly. Because it just felt a bit like, because you'd militantly kind of brought everyone together to maintain the status quo. That's kind of what I
I can
got.
see where that came from. I
Maybe
can
you
kind of
should
see where that
change
came
your
from.
inflection at the end and
It's,
like,
I
that's
think,
life. Not but
Yeah.
that's life. Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
and we're all
maybe.
gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I can't remember how you said it, but just go around.
yeah. Or maybe it was just something to do with the energy on stage or something that everyone was.
But you definitely need to mingle everybody and
Yeah.
don't let them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's in the
I
setting.
have two,
That might
three
be it.
questions, one for the cast and two for you guys.
Okay.
Cast harmony-wise, can you hear where you're meant to come in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I think it's just because first full time with
In
band.
anything, I can't hear you. I can't hear whether your harmonies are correct or not. I do tend to actually play them.
Yeah, I noticed.
So I was like,
I think everyone can do it.
is everyone okay? Does anyone know they definitely do not know a harmony?
That's life. No one knows what's
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's life.
I think the only issue is that it was like first time we did a full, or anyway personally, first time we did a full band run, so I was just a bit like, what?
Yeah.
But then after it kind of got into it, it was like, okay, this is all right.
Okay, awesome. Were the harmonies random?
No, they weren't horrendous. No.
Guys, tutors, were the harmonies round?
When?
Well, throughout the whole thing.
I've said when they
harmonies
were.
around music?
I said, didn't I?
I know that's live wasn't great.
I'm Every
Not that's
Woman.
live.
Yeah, I'm Every Woman Needed Work.
I think if you're going to focus on an act to give it kind of more attention, it needs to be Act
Act
2.
2.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
There was, I
Act two
thought,
dragged a
quite a marked difference between Act 1 and Act 2.
How long was that?
Well, my phone,
45 minutes.
my phone
But
said
Han
an
thought it was an hour.
hour and 4 minutes.
I thought you started at 3:15 and then by 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but was that including the...
The photographer.
No, I
that was-
started it on my phone, so I'm not really sure.
Oh, well, we'll
I
talk.
thought it was about 40
I-
something minutes because
I had 42.
I only had to hit my
Oh, no, maybe
film
that's-
once and it goes off if
Yeah, I
you don't
think
touch
that's
it
wrong. I
after
must
20
have- I
minutes.
must have started when I didn't
question
think.
is, are you understanding the theme?
Is,
You actually get that up.
is there anything you
get
think
the
is
character
irrelevant
equality,
or that
you
needs
get
to
the
be...
Yeah.
storyline.
The gender equality thing is really obvious. What I would say isn't is sometimes your individual stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get your story.
No.
But we lost your
Jordan.
line. You were. I couldn't hear you. I heard Adrian talking to you, and then.
But
the
we've talked a
pop.
bit about what you want to do with that
Yeah.
and having
Yeah.
having a bit of a part to
So I
do.
think
Yeah.
that's maybe why you wouldn't have got her story.
Yeah,
Because you
I
wouldn't
felt
have
like
heard
I
that.
had to get halfway through a song. Some of the songs I knew and some of the songs I didn't know. I felt like I had to get halfway through some of the songs before I understood what your story was and what you were
Do you
singing
understand
about.
Scott's story?
Not no.
I don't.
No.
To be brutally honest.
So, if I'm honest, when I hear sexual revolution, I have no idea what.
And then you
No, I don't know what the story is. And
I
he
think
started to say, I assumed it was like
Yeah.
someone had, he would.
He's a homeless person that's been raped.
Anyway.
I
Oh,
thought,
okay, I definitely didn't get the right.
But he wasn't
I didn't get that at all.
Sorry.
Maybe that needs to be.
That's what I was thinking. I
But
think
he
at
doesn't
the
carry a
end.
bag around with him.
Oh,
He had a bag.
I think you should have a little.
What was that, Paris?
Carry some cardboard. And maybe he can make that
Yeah.
the storyline more obvious in the scene.
Because I thought
I
that
just
it,
feel
he,
but I'm not sure that the rape is even necessary. I felt like he just had a slightly
and
different
then
story.
picks up his cardboard and sits.
That's a good shout, actually. That's a good shout.
I don't feel like the rape is even necessary. I feel like your story is more about your life, like your life and a woman and
that's
that
what I
breaking.
thought it was.
I thought a relationship had broken down, and then you'd lost your job, and then you'd. Do you know what I mean? That's what I thought your situation was.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that fits better with the song than rape does.
Yeah.
So not that rape fits with anything really.
No. It's a rule.
Never mind.
Also, you know that is what. Oh my god. You know that just like Scott.
Guys,
Scott.
Yeah.
You know just that one line at the end where you cry. It's just a bit awkward because you cry and you say bread or something.
Yeah.
Cause me to laugh in a slice of bread.
It's not sense.
Yeah.
Stop saying sorry. Sorry, just.
All right, let's carry on. Are we-
Okay. What did you have? Did you have another question?
No, that was it. So, what harmonies were actually,
Yeah.
I'm every woman.
and what and does like whose stories definitely don't make sense.
I don't think there's any individual, but I mean, as I said, I said about the ending that I wasn't quite sure. You know, I'm always sort of talking about the message, and I don't mean the actual overall message, but is it that we're all the same and we can work together, or is it that we're actually going to take down this guy? You know, because he doesn't actually have much of a.
I'm not that much of a dickhead, really, am I?
You're not.
People are just hating me.
It's not enough of the story for that to become the focus at the end.
No,
is it?
that's what I'm. You know,
Yeah, his
so-
story isn't big enough in the grand scheme of things for that to be your the focus at the end. So I think it does need to be about the
And also, if you were accused of this sort of stuff, of sexual harassment, or not sexual harassment, of gender inequality, because it is the law that you have to treat people fairly, if this all came out, he would be suspended, possibly arrested. Or even, you know, sued by people. He would have a bigger comeuppance than he's actually got. At the moment he goes, oh, well, I'm going to give her the job. You know, and to me, and I like the fact that you quit, because if you hadn't done, I'd killed you. But like, it was that thing of him going, oh well, okay, I'm sorry, but I think that he could have a bigger, you know, you could tear him down more.
And I think you could establish that he's a bit of a gender pig in his home life as well.
Absolutely,
You know, it's like, where's my tea? You know,
Yeah.
I've had a long day in the office. I'm the one who's bringing the money into the house. Yeah, you can't even put the tea on the table, and then we've got my son, you know, up there. And what are you doing about
Maybe
it?
things like if when I pass you when we cross over in Kira's song, you could like shove me like a load of papers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Or
And then,
also,
like,
if you're in the bar and there are girls around, maybe you could be a little bit lechy.
It's just little things, isn't it, to make it
Sleazy.
Because
Like that, you need to make them feel like that.
Because men who don't give women opportunities tend to see them in certain roles as objects. Yeah.
Cool.
Can I
Laura.
just ask from a choreography point of view?
Yeah.
Was This Is a Man's World okay?
Yes.
Obviously, I
Yeah.
can't see.
Yeah, it was great. It's just the spacing thing, I would say. That Grace and Elliot and Sam are stuck right in the back, kind of almost behind the bench.
Yeah.
So spacing wise, guys, shush. My only question with that, because it's so early on, is could we shove that stuff over? I can't speak. Shove that stuff over, as in the
house seat room.
yeah, like the table and chairs and all of that, because but I don't know. That then involves bringing it on stage more for the house scene, but.
Sorry, just a thought, and I know it's a script change and it's really, really late in the day. Do you say that you resign? That's what you should do. They are forced to get you to resign, because that's what would happen. You would be the one to lose your job. You know, And you could even have one of the reporters, and I saw it happen in a case about 10 years ago, where he was actually talking to a guy about something like this, and he was going, do you give your resignation? Do you give your resignation?
Yeah. So
and
maybe she says quit, and then you guys all go resign, 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 or something. And then
one reporter could be like, do you give your resignation?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them.
I was going to say.
Not Ollie.
He's too feminine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say it gives him reason to get off and Kira
Yeah,
to
but
get
I'm not
on.
on the table because I'm not seated.
The resignation.
Yeah, but if you move
Whatever you're standing on.
just for them to take.
That's because they were